Hi, I'm Womack, and I'm an aspiring producer with a passion for advertising. You know, I read somewhere that the key to living a fulfilling life is to do something every day that scares you. And they got me thinking, what am I really afraid of? But after a really bad day of mishaps at work and at school, I figured it out. The one thing that will always scare the living hell out of me is failure. Reality doesn't have an undo button. Messing up and not being able to correct it is terrifying, but having to take personal accountability for it is horrific. As a kid, I would lose at sports and be overwhelmed with sadness. I did make the honor roll one year and couldn't sleep for weeks. Today, I lead a group of students in a marketing job on campus, and I let us get behind. In the last weeks of an internship, I was responsible for trafficking web banners, and I didn't finish the job. I was in New York for 2 months and didn't see all the places on my must-see list. Trying to juggle a ton of other obligations, I lost a scholarship for failing to meet the GPA requirement. And as silly as it may sound, I gained 500 plus connections on LinkedIn in advertising, and yet I still only get endorsed for my skills in photography. These are the things that keep me up at night. Not the boogeyman, but the man that didn't complete an assignment on deadline and what they might say about me. And just when I was at my lowest point, someone told me something remarkable. They said, "You will fail your way to success." And then it hit me. A list of failures doesn't have to be a list of regrets. Losing all those games as a kid, I realized that sports were just a hobby for me. Not making the honor roll, I realized that I just needed to study harder and more consistently. Getting behind at my job, I discovered that we needed to revamp our training to better prepare our new hires. Failing to traffic those web banners, I realized the value of being more methodical and organized in everything that I do. Not seeing all those places in New York just means there's more for me to explore when I return. Losing the scholarship, I now have the opportunity to pay back my mother and father every dime they've invested into my education. And for those people who think I'm just a decent photographer, well, I guess I've just got a lot more to prove. Nobody likes talking about the things that they've done wrong. So why am I sitting here making a resume of my mistakes? Why am I branding myself a failure? Because I don't let my screw-ups weigh me down anymore. You might be afraid to have me working in your agency. Other than a resume and a couple of recommendations, you've got no clue who I am and what you can expect from me. But that's okay, because my motto, exceed the unexpected. Nobody's perfect. More importantly, nobody else is me.